Alright, hello everybody. This is Overdose from THS, bringing you number Lesson 7 on the SQL injection labs. This one a little interesting when I first went through it, but took me a little bit of googling and reading up on some things. But once I went through it, it was pretty simple. You can actually get into a lot of stuff. You can, upload, PHP shells and a bunch of other stuff, using not the outfile, but load file and everything else. But we'll get to that later. But for right now, we're just going to focus on number 7, dump into outfile. So this one's going to be a little different than before. We're not actually going to have any errors or any column or table information or anything whatsoever displayed on the actual web page, which I'll show you right now. So click on that. You gotta set the parameter ID equals 3, and let's see, tick. Okay. You have narrowing your SQL syntax, but it doesn't give you anything else. So it just leads to a bunch of guessing, really. You can throw that. You can do this. Didn't fix it. Okay. Well, try double quote. Alright, so you are in use alpha. Okay. Order by 3. You are in. Sweet. Order by 4. Okay, there shouldn't be. So then I didn't really fix the query. Alright, so I'm trying to think of what I did when I first. Alright, well, let's try that. Okay. There we go. Let's try it now. Yep. Alright, we got it. So it's a tick, parentheses, and that's that. So I'm about to show you what I mean when we're not going to have any actual information displayed on the web page. See? You are in use outfile. Throw this up. No error, and there's no information or injectable, columns being displayed. So at this point, we need to check I need to choose our injection points and what. Let me explain to you what the outfile into outfile means. So with the outfile, it's going to create a file on the web server in the in temp directory or whatever directory you really want it to be on the data directory path. For the sake of it, we're in the lab. We already know what it is. Localhost SQL injection labs lesson 7. But if this was like a real life, pen test or something of that nature, and you were getting this problem here where you weren't having any injectable columns, you could do some banner grabbing or try and do some googling on once you get the operating system or the server is running on, and try and figure out like the default data directory for that specific website or server you're trying to inject the SQL injection into. But for the sake of this, just since it is a lab, we're just gonna keep it pretty simple. So let me show you how this works real fast. We're gonna get the database, and we're gonna get the version. Also, any columns you're gonna want to null out. Then we're going to do into outfile var/www SQL injection -labs, and these things are case sensitive, so make sure you type it right. We're going to give it a name of let's see, what should we name it? Let's go past 5.txt. So we received an error and your SQL syntax. We shouldn't have an error. I mean, union select database version. I don't know. Let's just go ahead and check this just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure we don't have an error because if I remember right, this was did this last time, but can't really remember. So let's just check it out real fast. Past 5.txt. Oh, look, there it is. So as you can see here, the nulled out number 1 column, which, you know, if you had a bunch of columns, it looked really messy. But as you can see, got the database name, security, and the version. So that's pretty cool. Let's go back to ID equals 3, and let's go ahead and try and pull some more information. So once again, null, group, concat, let's see, what should we, let's use the table names. Table name, null from information underscore schema dot tables, where table underscore schema equals database, into outfile, and we're going to do var www SQL injection labs Less7. We're going to name this table.txt. Remember to put the -- plus sign to fix the query. And let's see if this worked. So we're going to go to, what do we call this? Table.txt. So I guess dummy password, that's number 3, ID equals 3, and then emails, refer, user agents, and users. Alright, that's pretty cool. So let's try and dump some users. Let's see, what should we dump? Let's do usernames, and let's first enumerate users. So ID equals 3. Union select all, null, group, concat, column name, null from information underscore schema dot columns, where table underscore name equals users, into outfile var www SQL labs Less7. We're going to name this users.txt, and remember to fix your query. So let's go to users.txt, ID, username, and password. Alright. Now, let's go ahead and grab that. Equals 3. Union, select all, null, group, concat, let's see, username, 0x3a, password, 0x3a, null, from users, into outfile, var www, let's see, SQL injection, labs, Less7. We're going to name this unp.txt. Remember to fix your query. Let's go ahead and check this out. See if it dumped it. unp.txt, and there we go. So, Dum Angelina, the I kill you, dummy password, secure crappy, all that. That's cool. Alright, so let's take this one a little bit further. Let's see. ID equals 3, union, select all, null, group, concat, let's see, ID, 0x3a, let's go usernames, I think that's what it was, usernames, 0x3a, password, and then null from users into outfile, var, I always mess up that, var www SQL injection labs Less7. We're going to name this complete.txt. I hope I remember it was users or usernames, but let's make sure. Oh wait, hold on. Complete.txt. Okay, so it didn't save. Let's try this again. ID equals 3, union, select all, null. It was username. Okay, username. Let's go ahead and go back to let's see. What do we users? Okay. I was just making sure it was ID instead of ID. So ID equals 3, union, select all, remember null, group, concat, ID, 0x3a, username, 0x3a, and go a password, and then we're going to do null from users into outfile, var / www SQL injection labs Less7. We're going to name this complete1 just to, keep everything safe. And now let's see if it's saved. There we go. So that's basically using the outfile function, and in a real world situation, there'd be a lot of prerequisites before you try to use the outfile function. Like magic quotes, just some other things you'd have to pay attention to and look into. But just for lab's sake, that's basically using the outfile function. That'll be it for this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.